So any chance I get an opportunity to do something like this,
I mean, you do your home thing. We love you when you're on the road for away games. And by the way, they're telling us that we're going to be able to do 8 state championships this year. Oh, I don't know how the hell we're going to pull it off. We might have 2-man crews in 4 locations. But we have got the contract to broadcast the state championship.
I actually talked
and
to
obviously
Brandon
that was
today,
something really cool everybody did last year that we were all a part of, for sure.
It was phenomenal. That was such a good time. And you know, God willing, see what happens. This team in blue's got an opportunity to get there. You know,
and nothing against Clayton. They got us to where we're at with CRN, but it's expanding.
Absolutely.
We're doing the All-Star games. We're doing all the other things. I can tell you I've already talked to the guy about the Shrine Bowl, the Shriners game that's right before the All-Star games. I've been talking to him about Spartanburg, and then obviously doing the state championships. And like you said, the goal is for Clayton to get back there, something they've not done since the Gary Fowler era of 1989.
Unfortunately, I think that you know,
we sniffed the opportunity a time or two.
Yeah, but this would not be Wesley, and I know you're who you are and everybody else, but this CRM would not be who it is and what it is without you. You know, so it was your brainchild, your mindset of, hey, how can I do this? How can I bring the community in touch with Clayton athletics? So that's where we got to.
Certainly.
And, you know, so we as a community and as people who help you, thank you for that, for your vision of what you wanted this to be. And like you said, it's getting so big now, you've got to miss some games because of some other stuff. Yeah. So we're more than happy to fill in for you. So it's a great time for us. Thank you.
I think
Kim's ready to go.
Down to you, Kim. What you got? I thought you were going to grab the coach.
Oh, no, I'm not getting near him. He is there is still smoke coming out of his ears.
Want to be anywhere near that man right now.
I am sure that field house or the weight room was shaken during halftime. He was probably so mad. But I was just going to comment on what Robbie was saying about, you know, the style of offense from Southern Nash, how it keeps the ball out of the hands of a powerful offense. Last week at this time at halftime, Comets had already had 6 scores, 5 touchdowns, 1 field goal. They did not punt the entire game. This week, I believe just 4 possessions.
We have 4 possessions. Don't even have 6
4
possessions.
Yeah. I mean, 2 touchdowns,
the
interception, and then the punt. And again,
punt.
They did not punt last week, and we saw what happened, you know, on the punt team this time. So, totally different game. And
what a difference 7 days make, right, Kim?
And remember, this second half is going to start. Southern Nash gets the ball first.
And the one thing I will,
and what an idea to drain the clock, like you said, Martin.
Yeah, and the one thing I will add to that is Southern Nash is going to be as fundamentally sound as any one team that you will play this year. They are going to know gap. They're going to know where they're supposed to be, who their man is, and they are going to mash you in the mouth. They're not going to shake their heads. They're not going to hang their heads. They will going to fight you till there is 0-0-0 on that clock down there on 70.
Clayton's got to do a better job defensively of maintaining their gaps as well.
Yes,
we're running around people rather than going through and using our upfield shoulders, whatever. So and we got to keep people off the backers. That's why when they run that dive play, what they call a belly play, they're gaining 5, 6, 7 yards.
A lot of teams scheme. This ain't a team you need to scheme. You just need to buckle it up, get in your gap, and play football.
Exactly. You know, maintain your gap integrity. So looking forward to a great first half. We got 45 seconds left. It's just, I'll go over my other side of the world over here.
Robbie, you're the man, brother. Thank you, man. Love it to you.
Awesome.
Much love to you.
Guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, a quick 30-second commercial from Allstate. Blake Robertson back in the chair in the third quarter. Second half action is coming up next.
Go Comets!
I'm your GPS. Turn right up ahead. You never update me, so now I just have to wing it. I meant turn left up ahead. Recalculating. Turn right now! And your 15-minute insurance might not pay for all this. So get Allstate. You can save money and be better protected from mayhem, like me. Recalculating.
Dollar for dollar, nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate.
Strap in. We're getting ready to start the second half of this game. We're also approaching the top of the hour. We need to pause quickly for 10 seconds of station identification. This is CRN Friday Night Lights.
This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
All right, everybody's got their batteries recharged. We welcome you back inside the radio booth along with our amazing crew Thank you to Mark Coates, Robbie Worrell during the Clayton Peanut Company at the half. Obviously, Blake Robertson back up topside. Amy Coates has finally left the touchdown club tent. She might chime in and give us a segment of some of the thoughts on the game as well. Our All-State silent. Oh, by the way, Jackie Posey is on color and running the camera and watching Auburn and Baylor. Maybe Auburn's winning now. Not
7-3.
sure. 7-3 Auburn. There you go. All right. And then we have our All-State sideline reporters, which is Kim Winslow for the Comets as always and Ryan Tomford for Southern Nash. We'll check on them in a moment to get the atmosphere from the locker room at halftime. And Southern Nash didn't even go to a locker room. They just went to the west end of the end
that's
zone.
what the visitor team has to go to the 70 end. Here's a kickoff, and it goes. That's not a good start. Kick goes out of bounds to the left.
That's exactly right.
And that's going to give Southern Nash the ball, I believe. Is that the 35-yard line?
It is. It went out of the end zone, and it's for first and 10 on the 35 or 40. First and 10 on the 40. Wow.
Now, let's see where.
35. First and 10
I thought
on
it
the
was
35.
the 35.
Yeah, I was thinking 35 too. We
Or
just
is he
wanted to
gonna
make
mark it?
sure. First
Yeah.
and 10 on the 35. Hey, by the way, if you were trying to watch the game on YouTube, we're having some streaming issues. I think it's probably because so many things are going at one time. And Fan Huddle has rights first. So you can go to Fan Huddle, purchase an account, and you can watch the game there. And then, of course, you can listen on the radio, 87.9 FM. We are CRN.com, CRN on Mixler, and we got it covered.
All right, here we go here, getting ready to start the third quarter on the offensive series.
So Robbie and Mark said the wing T is going to work. They're going to try to run Clayton down, drain him out, keep running it up the middle, run the clock down. You think that's what we're going to see?
Yep, and we have flag on the first play.
Flags are flying. We'll
False
find
start.
out. False start on the Southern Nash Firebirds. Ryan, down to you for an All-State sideline report. Ryan, what was the consensus of the vibes like for Southern Nash? I guess I'd say they got to be feeling pretty good, only down by a touchdown.
Yeah, Southern Nash was feeling pretty good during the half. They said that their team is a lot stronger and that they can hit harder and get the ball down the field slowly and work that clock down.
All right. We'll check in with Cam in a moment.
Yep, that brings up a 1st and 15.
This is, by the
There's
way,
some
the Firebirds
movement
ball.
up front, and there was no flag that time. There's some movement on the interior line, and it looks like the running back gains about 2 yards on the play. They didn't throw a flag that time, but that'll bring up 2nd and 13.
Kim, down to you for another All-State sideline report. What was the vibes like on the sideline for the Comets after coming back from the locker room?
Well, obviously they were not happy with the first half, and then getting the second half with a kick out of bounds. You know, they just kind of all shake their heads. It's going to take, you know, if the Comet defense can hold them to 3 and out, that would help immensely. And if the Comet offense could come on and get a score in their first possession, at least that will help turn the tides of mood.
Nice
sweeping around
pitch out the left side.
From the right side, and that was 26.
And that's going to be
Hartsfield running the football.
So we got a flag.
Number 26
There's
is
a
limping.
flag at the 34-yard line.
Wow, he went down too, didn't he?
Number 26 for Nash is down.
So, yes,
He made the
Hartsfield's
play, and
down,
then he went down. Yeah, he made the play, then he went down.
But there's a flag at the 34-yard line. The official
my
standing
goodness.
there. We're waiting on a signal. Looks like we have a holding on Southern Nash.
So holding on the Firebirds, but we got a player down and injury timeout. We'll take one with them here. Injury timeout.
Good morning, guys. I just want to warn you, traffic is tough out there.
We are here for you to tell you how to keep safe,
Everybody who is listening needs to take cover as soon as they can.
to provide the music, talk, and sports you love, and to deliver the news that matters to you. We are the voices you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress you depend on your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
By the way, we were so caught up with technical issues and everything else where we went live. I wanted to emphasize on this as too. 199 coaching wins for Coach Scott Chadwick.
Yeah,
if
going
he
for
wins
200
this game
tonight,
it could be 200.
Yeah, big. Yeah, that's a big deal. That means you've coached an awful long time as well.
25 seasons as a coach, 4th year in a row here at Clayton,
and been very successful. And he's been known for developing quarterbacks, but just the developing programs and an atmosphere and a culture. And that's that's what you want your head coach. I'm looking at the Hartsfield is still down right about the 47-yard line here in front of the Comets bench. Trainers on both teams working with him. Looks like he's sitting, getting ready to sit up. Yeah, they're trying to help him sit up and stand up. Looks like a left leg injury, and they're going to try to help him off the field. Number 13, A.K. Cromell, comes over and shakes his hand.
And that gives us a chance to acknowledge also our medical team for the Comets. Athletic trainer, obviously, is Casey Donalds. Thank you also to the student managers, including Cameron Caldwell, Maura Royal, Jaden Jones, obviously Madison Sessions, Zachary Bloom, and Dr. Carl Lloyd, medical staff, and Dr. Carl Lloyd with Clayton Chiropractic.
Yep, and Ricky Buckman was out there as well. Ricky used to be the head trainer. He was out there as well. Looks like we've got 2nd and 21 at the 24-yard line of Southern Nash.
And can I say this? We've noticed in years past where even the Comets or the away or home trainers go and help out a player when they're down on the field. I love that.
Yeah, everybody wants everybody to be healthy. That's the thing, and you help out when you can. And it happened to be right here in front of the Comets sideline.
2nd and 21 on the 24.
Here's a toss to the left, cut back by number 2 Lions. Well, I think the Comets got a little bit lucky there. He kind of fell down.
Cameron Lyons running the football.
That'll bring up 3rd and looks like 15.
It's 27 for the Comets of Caden
3rd and 14.
Blackwell and 52 of Christian Edmondson there to make the stop.
Looks like 3rd and 14 here. And unlike last week, Southern Nash, they're not waiting for the back judge, the back judge to start his count to run the play clock down. They could shorten this game even further if they were to do that. But they haven't decided to do that. Here's Battle under center. He hands it off right up the middle. That's
wow,
Faulkner running tough, nice tough run.
That was number 28 of
and that's about a 9-yard gain. That'll bring up 4th and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Do you go for it, Blake, or do you punt? What do you do?
They're running on the punt unit. If I'm the Comets, I don't know that I run the punt unit on. Looks like they are.
Might be a fake, maybe.
Looks like both teams are running the punt unit on.
I agree with you, though, Blake. They got to be ready for it.
Yeah, you just can't take for granted they're going to punt the ball. They're a running team. They need possession of the ball. And they've already run 2.5 minutes off the clock here.
I'll tell you what, Jack, you got to be looking for the fake punt.
Quick, if you notice, the quarterback is, he was there on the shield.
He punts it. He does. He punts
it.
It's
another shank off the right side.
High kick drops around the 40, but it bobs out of bounds this time.
Another
Not
shank
where it
off
went
the
15
right
yards
side.
down the field like it did the first gift on a punt.
And that'll be the Comets ball on their own 38. And if you're the Clayton Comets, Southern Nash stopped themselves with the penalties. They stopped themselves, but you got to take advantage of that if you're Clayton. You got to drive the ball down the field. You got to get points here. This is a one-possession game. You got to get points to get up 2 possessions at this point in the game.
And the Comets will come back out. It's 14-7. By the way, they took about, 3 minutes? Or
2:42.
2 minutes and 48 seconds
Not
off
a
the
long
clock.
drive.
Yeah.
Quick pass out the Hobbs.
Catch the Hobbs. He
drops
bobbled it, got it back, though.
He
and
drops
they brought him down. Take down by Ashton Holland, number 11.
I don't know. The Comets have got to they've got to execute. That's a simple catch and run. And Terrace kind of looked up the field before.
You got to ask you,
yeah.
Did Southern Nash, have they gotten in the head of Clayton here?
I don't know if they got in the head. I hope it's not a focus thing. It looks like some focus and not thinking about the situations. The Comets are having trouble with the substitution now.
2nd and 10
trying
on the
to
38.
figure out. Looks like they had 12 men on the field.
Yeah, River Fiore comes running off.
Now they have 2 backs in the backfield, Hobbs and Smith.
And they're going to go to Smith.
No, he
hold
fakes
on.
it.
It's Smith.
That's Smalls.
Yeah, it's Smalls.
He's carrying that ball off for loose. And we've got a flag right in front. He's going to score, but it's coming back.
It's coming back.
It's coming back.
And I kind of think that was a little bit of a bogus hold. I mean, he did have the jersey, but he was not pulling on him. It was just blocking him. Oh, and he did not impede his motion.
That's
62
Chadwick
yards
is not
for
happy.
nothing. 62 yards for nothing. Flags flying, and it's coming back. Aiden Smalls, all that running for the NC State commit for nothing.
Yeah, that was that's a That's questionable, but 2 different officials threw the flag, and they got it for a hold there. And a fantastic individual play by Smalls. He broke it down the sideline, but that's going to be it's a spot foul. So it's actually the Comets gained a few yards on the play, but because it's a spot foul, it happens so far downfield. So it's going to be about a 2nd and 7 instead of it would have been a touchdown, of course. 2nd, and now they moved it up another yard. Looks like 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6 on the 42-yard line.
So they gave him a couple of yards, but not
even
much.
the penalty. Yeah,
the penalty
it took the touchdown off the board, but it only gets nice tackle.
Noah Smith went down.
Nice tackle by Antavius Riggins for Southern Nash on Noah Smith. Noah gained about a yard. Looks like we got 3rd and 5 at the Comets 43-yard line.
Yeah, 3rd and 5 of the 43, and Clayton obviously wanting to experience this, and I said it earlier, baptism under fire. These might be teams, and this wing T offense might be something.
We got some. Looks like Southern Nash jumped.
Oh boy, they jumped.
Looks like
Southern
they jumped.
Nash went. We'll wait to see what the white hat says, and it is offsides on the Firebirds.
The umpire didn't even wait.
Down.
Yeah, the umpire did not wait to mark it off. He was already walking it off. So that's offsides. That's a first down for the Comets.
That is an Atwell Exterior Services first down. And as you hear Robbie in the background, the PA voice of the Comets saying staywild.com first down.
Yep, here we go here with 8:25 to go in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 Comets at the 48. And now the Comets.
Come on.
Now the Comets have a penalty. That's going to go backwards.
What is that? 4 straight plays in a row with flags down. With flags on the play.
It's a false start.
And now it's a penalty on the Comets, and we'll back them up 5 yards. It'll be the 1st and 15.
And Coach Skeens has taken his visor off. He's hot. He's the offensive line coach. He is not happy down there. I didn't see it. I just saw the flags fly so quickly. But now we have 1st and 15 from our 43.
1st and 15. It's an Atwell
Yeah,
Exterior
there was definitely
Services
movement on the
first
right
down.
side of the line.
1st and 15 on the 43. High, and here comes now Smalls. Smalls will fire. He goes down
to the left
to Noah
Smith,
and
he's
Noah
broken
Smith breaks
free.
away.
He's
he gets
still
away
running.
from the shoe tackle.
He's still
Got
running.
away from Hartsfield.
He was continued to drag defenders all the way down to the 32-yard line. It's at the Southern Nash 32.
It was Zaire Curtis and number 26 of Hartsfield.
You can see that play, Wesley. You can see that play develop. The Comet offensive line kind of let the defenders slip through.
Yes, sir.
Slipped out to the left, Smalls hit Smith with a little pass, and Smith and the offensive lineman did the rest.
And by the way, that is another Atwell Exterior Services first down. 1st and 10, ball on the 32. Comets are driving. Coming now, Smalls to Smith.
He straight back drop,
Smalls fires
He's going deep.
To the end zone.
And he just threw incomplete. Whoa.
Oh, boy, that man number 7 was pressuring.
And Jeremiah Battle, number 4, was the defender. And that ball hit him in the hands in the back of the end zone. I don't know if it was too deep. He may have been out of the end zone, but he did not come down.
It looked like it was intended for number 9 for the Comets of D'Angelo Ruffin, our wide receiver. But number 7, Jordan Jones, great coverage. No flags, no PI called. But it will now be a 2nd and 10 on the 32 here for the Comets.
Yeah, we'll see what the Comets. It looks like Terrace Hobbs is in at the running back to the left of Aiden Smalls.
2nd and 10, ball on the 32, up the
Draw.
middle. Number 5 running.
Hobbs
Terrace
out to the
Hobbs.
left.
He's
Nice
on his feet,
move.
running, breakaway.
Nice move by Terrace Hobbs. Looks like he gained all the way down to the 16. That was a 16-yard run. And that'll be another Comets first down.
He was walking the tightrope down the sideline, and Hobbs was not going to be denied. He moves the chains. And by the way, he's in the W Energy red zone again, 1st and 10.
He did a nice little wiggle move on the defender and then broke outside to break that for a longer gain. That's a nice run by Terrace Hobbs. Now you have Noah Smith. So you have a Terrace Hobbs just makes a great run. Now you get Noah Smith in there. It's a fake. It's up the middle. Here goes Smalls, and he's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Comets.
He'll walk it in on a 1st and 10 in the W Energy red zone. It'll turn it into an Eastern technical design touchdown and scoring recap coming up from Kim. And Clayton now trying to go back up by 2 scores. It's now 20-7 here at Nixon Fowler Stadium. So Aiden Smalls keeps it on his own, runs up the middle. Nice fake, though. Nice fake to Hobbs and others. And here comes now Nate Lunger, ready to add on the extra point as the Cowboys go up. High snap, kicks up.
Nice.
It's in and good. 21-7. Kim, down to you for an Eastern Technical Design scoring recap.
Well, we said something needed to happen on this drive to change the mood on this. They tried their best to shoot themselves in the foot on that drive, but they overcame it. 2 big plays by Terrace Hobbs, and then obviously Aiden Smalls. And obviously Aiden Smalls had that 62-yard run that was called back for a holding call. Comets were able to overcome the penalties.
And Kim, that was overcoming the penalties because it was another touchdown. It's called back, but that was a nice drive. We had some big plays, yes, but just to hold the football, get some first downs, drive it down there, kind of move it down their throat a little bit.
Yeah.
And now you put them down 2 scores. It makes it hard. It is 7:07. Still 7:07 to go into third quarter. Only 4 minutes 53 seconds gone. Plenty of time left in this game. But we'll see where the Comets. I can about guarantee you he doesn't kick the ball out of bounds this time. What do you think?
It is a 21-7 score. Here comes Lunger now to kick it deep. Comets.
And he kicks it. It bounces into the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
Goes to the 35.
Now that's where you want to kick it. It was about 5 yards onto the field, landed about the 1 or 2, rolled straight into the end zone. That's a nice kickoff. Now that'll bring the ball out to the 20-yard line?
Yeah, 1st and 25.
20.
Yeah. 1st and 10 on the 20, and we will now see what the Firebirds will do.
Yeah, the officials checking which hash does Southern Nash want the football. They're kind of going back into. They asked them, but then now they're in the center. They're in the center of the field.
So 1st and 10, ball on the 20. How important, by the way, Blake, is those hashes? Want to be left or right or in the middle?
Where you set up, where you're set, what your formation is, and you got a set play you want to run. They just ran the little pitch to the left.
That was a pitch to number 2, I believe, at Cameron Lyons.
There's number 28.
They still ain't brought him down yet. They still didn't bring Lyons down yet.
Number 28, Faulkner just drove Keyshawn Stansel to the ground. Now, nice block. Only a 2-yard gain, though.
But I'm going to give Keyshawn credit. He kept his composure.
Yes.
Normally, he would get a little fiery getting up there, and that was on the far side, so he didn't even have coaches in his ears. He just kept his composure.
And I'm looking on the other sideline, and great block by Faulkner. I'll give it to him. But he's walking slowly off the field. I think that exhausted him.
I was
if you
watching
watch
him
him
on
behind
the
the line.
monitor, and you could see he was definitely
He was tired, yeah. So here,
composed and tired.
2nd and 7. Here's the little pitch to the left. Nice penetration by the initial Comets defense.
And now we're pushing and shoving again, and number 2's down.
Now what I'm seeing is Southern Nash is blocking to the whistle. They're blocking to the whistle.
Yeah, they're being aggressive. They're being more aggressive than what they were being in the first half.
And we have another injury for Southern Nash.
And number 2 now, Cameron Lyons is down.
Got number 11 for the Comets also down, Christian Schmidt.
Yep.
So we have Lyons down and we have Schmidt down.
And
we
that
have
was,
an injury timeout, guys. We
and
got
that
to take a
was
break.
Schmidt on the tackle.
Dubby Energy provides high-quality energy drinks with a blend of natural ingredients, ensuring a clean and effective energy boost without the crash, later, or even the jitters. Dubby Energy is committed to helping individuals stay energized and perform at their best. When you need to have a little energy boost without all the lag or fatigue, let Dubby Energy take care of your body today. Use the promo code CRN for 10% off of your order every time. Dubby Energy. Hey, it's Wesley Outland, the voice of the Clayton Comets on the Community Radio Network.
Check the back seat. check the back seat.
Gets in your head, right? Good, because every year dozens of children are forgotten in the back seat. Cars get hot fast and can be deadly, so get it in your head. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Players on their feet now trying to go back to the sideline, if you will.
Yeah, Schmidt's walking back under his own
player
power.
down and a Southern Nash player down. Number 2,
Lyons
Cameron
is
Lyons.
walking very gingerly over to the sideline. Schmidt's walking under his own power. He looks to be okay. Looks like the Comets defense is going to have a third and looks like 4.
3rd and 4 on the 26 coming up for Southern Nash. And the Comets defense trying to hold them here. They just scored a touchdown, but Aiden Smalls running into the end zone. It is 21-7. That's not enough, though.
No,
up
you
by
got to
14.
have
And up the middle. There's that wing T offense.
There's that power there, and nice strong run, gains
oh,
about 5 yards, and that's a first down for Southern Nash.
That was 23 running the football that time of DJ Baker, the running back sophomore.
That's the first time we've called his name. I hadn't seen him out there.
That's right.
Looks like we have 5:40 here to go in the third quarter.
Ryan, down to you. What's the vibes like for Southern Nash? Only down by 2 scores, but they are driving here now, 1st and 10.
Yeah, they're down by 2 scores. I mean, I feel like the vibe has gone.
Missed tackles. The missed tackles.
Go ahead, Ryan.
I feel like the vibe down here has gotten a little bit, a little bit less excited and a little bit more stressed that the time is running down and they are wasting the clock here. But they're running out of. It seems like they're running out of opportunities to make scores and get this lead back.
And that was Jaden Hartsfield, by the way, that ran the football. And a lot of his tackles by the Comets defense.
Yeah, but Amari Givens had him 2 yards in the backfield, hit him 2 yards in the backfield, broke the tackle pretty easily, and then ran. And Givens was upset with himself.
2nd and 4 on the 37 up the middle, and goes down. Keyshawn Stansel going to be credited with the tackle there, the commit to Clemson as he graduates on senior year at Clayton.
Yeah, Givens actually shot the gap that time and made contact about the line of scrimmage, but Hartsfield drug him forward for about 2 yards.
It is a 3rd and 2 now on the 39. Jackie, Comets defense, boy, they are being on the field a lot tonight. We didn't see that a lot last week, but this Comets defense is definitely being challenged, especially the front line.
Yeah, that front 7, yeah.
The front 7, the linemen, the DL. They come back to the line. Here comes the offense of Southern Nash with the wing T. 3rd and 2. Right up the middle, right up the heart of the Comets defense.
He's short. We're going to have a 4th and 1.
And that was 28 of Luke Faulkner running the football.
Yeah. We're going to have a 4th and 1 at the Southern Nash, just over the 40. They've got to get to the 41. They've got to get about 2.5 feet to get a first down.
If Coach Scott Chadwick wins this game and the Clayton Comets win, it would be his 200th career coaching victory. How special would it be on a Friday Night Lights at Clayton? Right now up by 2 scores, 21-7, 3.5 left to go here in the 3rd, and I feel like I'm in Starksville now at the Egg Bowl with the Cowbells.
We have flags on the play.
Wow.
Flags on the play.
Luke Faulkner ran the football, but flags, and we got a Comets player down as well, a little slow getting up. Number 20, is that 27? Yes, it is.
False start on Southern Nash.
Caden Blackwell. And Cam, down to you. I think Caden Blackwell might have got the wind knocked out of him. He's being checked out by the trainers over there.
Yeah, he immediately came running to the sideline.
It could be a stinger. It could be a stinger, maybe a cramp.
He's kind of holding his left hand, left forearm, and he might have got like his elbow hit.
Yeah, he's shaking that left hand.
And the defense held them, Blake Robertson, and they're going to show signs of punting here on that penalty on Firebirds. 4th and 6 on the 35 here. And it's looking like
Southern
they are going to
Nash
punt the
only
football.
has 10 players on the field right now.
Number 30 of Aiden
like
Myers ready to kick it, the punter.
Unless I can't count, they only have 10 on the field.
Comets have 2 ready in the backfield. In a snap, there goes the kick perfectly to one of our Comet guys. Going to bounce off the turf, picked up, he's running with it. And Clayton's got room, and they got blockers.
And we have a flag.
13 brought
That's
down, 34.
Cromell.
That is.
flag is on the far side of the field, sort of the other side of the C, on the Southern Nash sideline side. And Cromell was running back to the left side towards the Clayton C as the flags are at the 47-yard line.
What a talent. And I said this as well.
Block in the back by the Comets.
And man, God almighty, these penalties are what's hurting them tonight.
Yeah, you know, the penalties have not helped.
This sucks. I mean, it feels like the deja vu again like last year.
Only thing is the position on the field, it still gives the Comets good field position at 43. And, you know, let's see if the Comets can put this. I would honestly say you score here, you put the game away, even in the third quarter, just because of the style of offense that Southern Nash runs. But you got to get up that third score. And, you know, looks like the Comets have 3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Smith is beside Smalls.
Comets.
Fake to Smalls.
Smalls keeps
Smith.
it.
Smalls keeps it. He's going. He might be gone. Here he goes.
10, 5.
Touchdown, Comets.
Can you say
57 yards?
57 yards to the end zone.
And I don't know.
Aiden Smalls, touchdown. And you just said, could this be the last TD to seal it?
Yeah, you know, you get them down 3 scores. I don't know. I couldn't see. Was he touched at all on that play?
I think he had
He may have had one guy get one hand on him.
It did not look like he was touched.
Baby. He broke away. If there was a lineman that got a hand on him, he didn't last for long. It might have just been a little glancing blow. 57 yards. 1st and 10. He drives to the end zone from the W Energy red zone to an Eastern Technical Design touchdown. And Ken, back down to you for a scoring recap. We do got a Southern Nash player down, though. Clayton's now leading 21 points, 28-7. Down to you.
Yeah, I would say the mood has definitely flipped on this Comet sideline, especially after that punt, you know, the defensive performance on the last possession. Then immediately Comets turn around with a big play. Aiden Smalls had that touchdown called back with a hold. This time 57 yards, no flags on the play. Comets taking some control.
Mark, is that enough? Is 3 scores enough, you think? On a wing T offense, is 3 scores enough, you think? Mark says, I see nothing, I know nothing.
He didn't want to comment on that one.
He's Switzerland right now. Hey, Jackie, down to you. What's your take of what Aiden Smalls has done now? We've talked about it. He can run, he can throw, he can break away, he can have Carson Jones help him. He's got tight ends, wide receivers. What a year for the offense of Clayton.
We're just going to call him the jack of all trades.
Yep. A jack of all trades and a master of all as well.
Yeah, here's Lungers lining up to kick.
Lunger's got a big foot, don't he, man? He can
For
kick
a little
that.
guy, he
kick
can
the ball,
kick it,
bro.
Little college update: Appalachian State's up 20-3 on Charlotte. That game is played in Charlotte at the Panthers Stadium.
Oh wow! And this is the 3rd time he kicked it in the end zone.
Well,
It'll come back to the 20-25.
26 Hartfield tried to field the kickoff about the 3, and it hit his shoulder pads and rolled it to the end zone. It's a touchback there.
Touchback.
Wake Forest is actually losing to Kennesaw State with 5:37 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Jackie, is Auburn beating Baylor?
I believe it's
17-10.
Yep, 17-10. Thank you, Blake.
Auburn's up. Georgia Tech's up on Colorado 10-7.
And I feel like we got Bruce Barrett here beside me.
Yeah, you know, Bruce used to love saying, "I love it." Yeah, I love all the college football.
Yeah.
So
looking forward to.
I miss Bruce. Bruce was a good guy.
Yeah, Triple S will be there on.
Did my first
26th.
broadcast with Bruce.
I remember
CRN.
that. Yes, it was.
So. Yeah, here we go here with Southern Nash. They're talking about something.
Gone but not forgotten. We think about Bruce Barrett and we think about Coach Marlon Lee as well, for sure.
Personal foul against Southern Nash. That was the signal.
Coach Chadwick's coming out to talk to the referee. Jackie, if you want to zoom in there, the convo going on with the ref. What is the conversation here?
I don't know. They're talking to Coach Chadwick. Yeah, I don't know why.
He's shrugging, and the referee's saying, okay, well, this is my call. This is your call. Whatever.
I think he's asking him, does he want to re-kick?
Yes, that's exactly what they were discussing.
Redo it again. Cameron, they're going to redo it again, you think?
No, they're going to back him up to the 10-yard line.
Absolutely.
That's a penalty on Southern Nash. No re-kick.
So it would have been purely a re-kick. They decided just have them take over at the 20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
sorry
it's a first and 10 of the 20.
Yeah.
So
1st and 10 from the 20.
So they denied. They didn't accept. Declined the penalty. 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. They got 80 yards to drive. They're in there. Southern Nash 20. Sweep around the corner.
Nice penetration,
Look
nice
at number
tackle.
3, boy, they're fired up. Keyshawn Stansel laid the final blow, but it was Tayshawn Walker that got it started there with a takedown.
Yeah,
and if you've noticed, they are trying to run away from Keyshawn.
They are.
They have
Kim,
been running
you're
to the
right.
right, and Keyshawn just came around from the backside, and he's still going to get his.
Yeah,
6'3", 265 pounds, the senior committed to the Clemson Tigers when he graduates.
Amari Gibbons, to me, made that play happen for the Comets to hold it to like a 2-yard gain. He was in the backfield so quick that the running back had to adjust where he wanted to run, and that left him wide open for number 3.
And can I say also, Greater Neuse River 4A Defensive Player of the Year also last year. Up the middle.
Nice gap here. No, looks
to
like
the
we
right.
got.
Actually went to the right. My apologies.
Looks
Was
like
that number 3 running the football? He's back on his feet again.
No, that was Hartsfield again.
Tavius Riggins.
No, that was Hartsfield.
Okay.
Gains a couple. Looks like we got 3rd and 5 with 1:18 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Jaden Hartsfield, DJ Baker, and Luke Faulkner, I think, are the running backs or the fullbacks that they've used offensively in this,
And
in this wing T program.
I haven't been keeping up with the number of carries, but Hartsfield's touched the ball a whole lot tonight. They want the ball in his hands.
Hey, by the way, we were having a streaming issue. Huddle has rights first to it, so we will upload this broadcast on YouTube.
It was a counter, and nice penetration by the Comets. Really, 87 for the Comets. Cedric Simmons disrupted the play, and the running back actually kind of fell down in the backfield. Looks like he lost about a yard. Looks like 2 yards.
And here we go now. Hey, guys, we're closing in on the 4th quarter. 30 seconds left, and they got to punt the football.
Yep, and it's a 4th and 7. They do have to snap it. They can't let the clock run down.
Hey, can I send a big hello to Brian and Anita Bland, part of the Comets family? They're celebrating their 25th wedding anniversary today, and they're spending it with Friday Night Lights here coaching, here supporting the Comets.
That's a legal procedure.
It's their 27th.
I said 27.
You said 25th.
I could have swore I said 27. Anyhow, over 2 decades, going on 3 decades of being married. I just wanted to say happy anniversary, Brian and Anita Bland. That's it.
Yeah, here we go. And that'll back them up. Now we have 4th and 12, and the clock is going to run out.
Yeah, I don't even think
they snap it. No, they did snap it with 2 seconds to go.
They did snap it. That's a great
nice punt.
Drop.
Fielded by A.K. Cromell.
He stumbled for a minute.
Now we've got a flag.
Flags are flying, though.
2 flags.
He's brought down at the 30.
2 flags on the play.
Brought down at the 30.
1 flag at the 44-yard line and 1 at the 24-yard line.
4th and 12. And they punt the football. The clock's at 0. And if you remember, Mark, what was it, South Corner? You can't end up getting, what is it, on a defensive
usually
penalty?
You can't
right,
end
you
a quarter
can't end the
or
period or a
time
quarter on a
that.
penalty, right?
But this is on, this is going to be on the change of possession. It's going to be the offensive
You're
side.
losing your voice. What was you doing?
Dude, I talked.
Screaming and hollering at NC State last night?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They could hear me. I know the officials on the field could hear me from the upper deck. you know how big a fan I am.
Very interesting game last night. And we got a 4th and 12 and then
offsetting penalties.
Offsetting penalties. There you go.
But what was interesting on those penalties, it was block in the back on the punting team, face mask on the receiving team. Normally you'd see it the opposite.
That was weird.
Wow. Very, very weird turn of events.
Looks like, are we going to have an untimed down? Because he's not.
It's a 1st and 10 on the 44, but they are.
They're going to have an untimed down.
Wrong direction.
Wow.
So that'll still 4th and 12 for Southern Nash. They'll punt the ball. Well, the punt unit comes on.
So are they making a punt again because it was offsetting penalties?
Because it's an offsetting penalty, I guess. High school rules, you got to replay the down.
The clock's at 0. They got to repunt it again. So number 30 will come back out for the Southern Nash Firebirds of Aiden Myers, the punt kicker linebacker, and he's going to punt again here. So the clock's at 0. Goose eggs on the scoreboard.
He does something that I don't usually see a punter do. Watch him. He'll hold the ball with one hand and punt it. Most of the time you see
I
him
don't know if
punt
that's
too.
safe to do
Now,
that
that's
or not, right? I mean, wow.
That's one of the better punts I've seen in high school in a
number
while.
10's got it. Number 10 for the Comets, Charles Smith.
And he's
still
trying
on
to
his
break
feet.
out.
He's at midfield. He's got helpers.
He's
got
still on.
He's running.
Run it up, run it up.
He's going
Still
up
going.
to 40, to the 30.
He cuts it back.
Still going.
All the way down to the 19-yard line.
He's in the freaking red zone. He's in the W Energy red zone.
He returned the ball from where they snapped it on the punt.
That was where? It was at the 35?
No, I think he got about the 30. I think that was about a 42-yard return if I saw it.
Yeah.
He caught it around the 35 and the 30, and he ran all the way up to the 18-yard line. It is a 1st and 10 presented by Atwell Exterior Services, W Energy Red Zone. When we come back, the 4th quarter, Clayton leading by 21. This is CRN Friday Night Lights.
Blue Line Soft Wash is a veteran-owned and operated company dedicated to bringing integrity and precision to exterior cleaning. Founded by a retired law enforcement officer, and we proudly back the men in blue. Blue Line Soft Wash upholds the values of service, commitment, and attention to detail in every job. Trust Blue Line Soft Wash to protect and enhance your property with the same dedication they once gave to protecting our community. Protect and serve. Protect your car with Blue Line Soft Wash today.
We're about to start the 4th quarter. 12 minutes remain in regulation.
You have
three
just
touchdown lead.
A substitution here. We have Carson Jones in at quarterback.
So here we go. Carson Jones is coming in. And we
Looks
know
like,
how good Carson Jones is, just as good as Aiden Smalls and different.
And we've got a flag. Looks like we're going to have a sideline violation or an unsportsmanlike on Southern Nash.
Wow.
They
even started
judge.
the 4th quarter. They got a penalty.
Sideline violation.
Sideline warning being given to Southern Nash.
Where the flag was thrown, I mean, that's where the flag was thrown. It could have been only one of two things.
Now you get a warning.
Yeah, first one's a warning, second one's
5-yard penalty. Yeah.
So, that's just the warning type.
Ryan Tomford, down to you, our All-State sideline reporter for Southern Nash. What's the morale over there like? Is they get a sideline warning, they're down 21 points here, 28-7, starting the 4th.
Yeah, the sideline down here.
Here goes Noah Smith. Sorry. And Noah Smith's in for another touchdown.
Carson Jones to Noah Smith. And might I say now, 27 points instead of 21. I'll say this. I don't know what in the world Coach Scott Chadwick said to and the coaching staff said to those boys in that locker room at halftime, but they have come out like a completely different Comets program on the offense and the defense for the second half.
And to be honest, what I think, I mean, that's not true, is what I'm seeing. Southern Nash, as much power football as they played in the first half, it looks like they're tired.
They're tired.
They're tired.
Getting tired.
They're
like Wilson Prep last week.
They play. You got a lot of guys. A lot of their better players playing both ways, and they look tired. And the Comets are just running the football, and he missed it left.
It's going over the. Oh, it almost went over the fence. But
that's Nate's first missed kick of the year.
It is.
Yeah.
His first miss of the season. It is 34-7, though. Ken, back down to you for an Eastern Technical Design scoring recap. And Clayton now up by 27.
Yeah, and that was all set up by that huge return by Charles Smith on the punt return. Set them up on the 19-yard line. All it took was one handoff to Noah Smith, and he was in the end zone.
By the way, I need to remind you as well, new rules. What is it, 35 points for a running clock now? So they got to get, a touchdown and then... We got to get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, so we're 8 points away from a running clock. Remember, they've updated it this year that 35 points or more running clock in the second half.
And that was only the first play of the 4th quarter. This game, the first half went by quick. The second half,
take a little longer.
A little longer. All the penalties I keep all the penalties. It's coming back. It's slowing things down.
Let's go check in with Ryan. Ryan Tomford, back down to you again. The morale of Southern Nash, obviously now down by 27 points. I toss it to you, buddy.
Well, the morale down here is kind of downbeat, and you know the players down here are very, very tired. They're very worn out.
Tired.
Yeah, I saw a few guys, have to sit down and from standing up. And one of their players, I forget who it was, I believe it was number 31, actually passed out on the sideline at one point. So they are very tired down here on this sideline.
Yeah, by the way, that was number 31 of L.J. White, the defensive back.
And I agree with Ryan there. That's what it looks like, especially when they're on defense, that they look tired. Let's see if they can sustain anything here on offense. They haven't been able to so far in the second half. Again, there's that running to the right side again.
I am running with the football for the Comets.
And he wasn't touched until he was about 10 yards downfield. And he ends up gaining about 13 or 14 on that play.
Yeah, Southern Nash just still continuing to just try to run the football, sweeping left, sweeping right, going up the middle.
And they're running away, like Kim said earlier, they're running away from Keyshawn Stansel.
They're avoiding Stansel at all costs, right? I mean, there's like a bullseye right now on number 8.
They're sealing that edge on that right side, and the first time he was touched was 10 yards downfield.
And Kim, as jokingly as you say that, like you said, number 8 will still find you. He will still find. He will still find where they are.
He's gonna get his.
He's gonna get his.
He comes around the backside
like a rat getting his cheese. Cat getting the mouse. Bottom line.
Here goes another run. Looks like a gain of about 7 yards.
What a talented player, number 8. You know what? But you think about Stansel, I think of also A.K. Cromell playing well. Phenomenal work there. Obviously, never count out Tayshawn Walker. He's done good tonight, Blake. Everybody's really played good. Some mistakes were made, but I'm telling you, that is a different program on the field in the second half. Coach Chadwick was livid audience, and they changed them.
He lit a fire under him at halftime, and I got to give Amari Gibbons some credit. He's been in the backfield disrupting some plays as well. So is Cedric Simmons. All these guys, everybody's playing together. It's going to be a false start there on Southern Nash.
By the way, Clayton is getting ready for road trips. Next Friday night, round number 3, Friday Night Lights, that will be on the road in Wilmington at Hoggard. Now that's going to be a game. Yes, I'm Hoggard Vikings next Friday night, and then the following Friday night to close the regular season, a renewal for the first time since 2020. West Johnston Wildcats at West Johnston.
Yeah, to close that non-conference schedule. That Hoggard team's tough.
And then that's going
to be a tough one down there at their place.
That's right. Fuquay Arena will be here for conference play.
Here's a run by Hartsfield. He breaks one tackle. He's dragging Comets.
That game again will be on September the 19th, and that is the first game of the Greater Neuse River 7A conference.
Yep, the new conference.
Got a Comets player down, getting up, back on his feet. I believe it was 54. But he shrugs it off, and 34. He's back going again. That's Amari Givens, the linebacker.
Another nice run by Southern Nash. We are right at 10 minutes to go here in the game.
Yeah, 54.
Comets up 34-7.
Zion Mosley ran off the field as well. So here we go now with a 1st and 10 on the 47. Southern Nash running to the ball, giving the ball to 26. That's Hartsfield again.
And he's again. They're running hard. Flags. I don't know if there's a flag. The officials are stopping the clock for some reason.
But I say this though.
Yes, there's a flag right at the 39-yard line.
Blake, would I say this though? Let them run it. Let them run it up the middle. Let them do the wing tee, their offense, whatever they're doing. You still got a 3-goal lead, right?
Yeah, but you don't want to. You just can't let them do that. Cedric Simmons missed the play in the backfield. He actually overran it. He ran into. He went on the inside gap instead of going outside, and the running back. He would have had him in the backfield, but he didn't. We got officials having a communication here at the 39-yard line.
Was that 87, Cedric Simmons?
Yes.
Yeah.
His dad, former basketball player at NC State. You know where he gets his size from, because Cedric's about 6'9".
Cedric Simmons, obviously,
his dad
230 pounds.
Yeah, his dad's about 6'9". So yeah, the Comets are have moved away and are huddling about the middle of the field. And still no word from the officials.
Is there a timeout?
Personal foul against Southern Nash.
Wow.
We finally get a notification what it was. That'll be 15 yards. That's a huge penalty.
Yeah, that's a big penalty.
Personal foul. They never told us a number. They don't tell us, but yeah.
Personal foul on Southern Nash.
Marched off against the Firebirds. 15-yard penalty.
Jackie, these penalties
that'll bring the ball back to the Southern Nash 46-yard line.
Jackie, these penalties here, they're big in helping out the Southern Nash Firebirds. Obviously,
first
Clayton
and 18 or 17. First and 17.
Penalizing Southern
18,
Nash.
maybe 18.
Big for Clayton.
Actually, second down. Sorry, second. Second down with 9:48 to go.
So he shows the penalty, and he gave a warning to the sideline again too, Blake.
Yeah, I didn't see that, but yeah, they it does back them up. Now you got this is where it puts that wing T in a bad spot.
Second and 17 on the 46.
Here's the counter.
Up the middle.
It's the counter, and he breaks a tackle.
There he goes.
And it's number 23. He cuts it up. Looks like they got a first down to the Comet 30-yard line.
But how about A.K. Cromell, though, stepping in to make the stop to bring him down? I know it's a first down, but take the good from the bad. What a defensive stop there by Cromell, because that could have been maybe 6.
Yeah, he held to stop the touchdown, but if you're the Clayton defense, you can't let that happen. That can't happen at this time of the game. It gets the ball here first and 10 for the Firebirds here at the Clayton 30. Looks like Comets are they've been running a 5-man line all night.
First and 10 on the 30.
Running offense.
First and 10 on the 30 for Southern Nash. Up the middle.
Up the middle.
Right up the middle.
Yeah.
Big stops there by number 87, number 37,
That's
number 8.
That's number 12, Marley Alston on the run.
That was Simmons, Bronson, and also Stansel on the takedown there.
Yep, he gained about 4 yards.
Running the clock down in the fourth. It's 8.5 minutes remaining in regulation here.
Yeah, Comets have had some pretty good substitutions here on the defensive line. And, trying to keep as many guys fresh as they can. But again, this Southern Nash offense, it chews clock. It chews clock all game long.
They come to the line. 2nd and 6, ball on the 26. 8 minutes remaining in regulation. As they go back to the quarterback. Oh, he almost lost the football, but he now holds on to it.
It was a toss to Hartsfield.
Oh, he's going to the end zone.
And he
Touchdown,
scores.
Southern Nash. That's number 26, Jaden Hartsfield. I thought the quarterback kept for the Isaiah Battle, but he swept it to the right, as you said. And Blake, it is Hartsfield to go to the end zone here.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you what I saw there. It looks like Clayton's defense was tired. It looked to me like they were tired. And they're not tackling well. They're tackling high, and they're just not tackling well.
Wow.
So, here we go here. Southern Nash kicking unit on for the extra point. And there's some confusion. They're all looking to the sideline. Here comes Faulkner running on.
A little dirty dancing playing in the background, If You Be My Girl.
They only had 10 on the field. Now this is 11. And actually, he's the long snapper. So the long snapper wasn't on yet. Here's the snap, kick.
The kick.
And low kick, but it's through. So that'll put your score with 7:58 to go in the game. Comets 34, Southern Nash 14. And that'll give the Comets the offense. Offense will get back on the field, hopefully. We'll see if Southern Nash, they're down 20 points. See what they do here with that much time left.
We've got West Johnston in 2 weeks. West Johnston shut out Triple S 26-0. West fumbled 5 times, 5 turnovers.
Oh, yeah. I don't know much about West, I'll just be honest with you. But the Comets have to focus. Finish this game tonight healthy.
You're right.
Finish it healthy, and then you focus on
I was just giving updates on high school like you're giving ones on college. Come on, Blake. Give me a break, man. So, 8 minutes remaining in regulation. Jackie, obviously Clayton has got a good lead, but they got to hold on here and stop this wing team from swallowing up the defense, and I think they're tiring them too.
Yeah, they are. Clayton just got to hold it off. 7 minutes and 58 seconds.
Is Auburn winning?
Auburn's winning 17-10 right
there
now.
You go. So Jackie's happy with Auburn's winning, right?
No, I'm not happy with what's fixing to happen. No, not at all.
All right, never mind.
They play good and then they stop.
Hey,
At
Ryan.
the end of third quarter, App State's up 27-3. Wake Forest up 10-9 in the fourth quarter.
Hey, Ryan, some new life for the Firebirds over there for a sideline report presented by Allstate, reminding you you're in good hands, Comet Country with Allstate.
Yeah, they definitely had some new life on that drive. They got a little bit of their momentum back, and the energy is ramped up a little bit on this sideline.
So I thought they were going to go for an onside kick. They did not. Catch is picked up by the Comets.
Yeah, it's a little
that
pooch
is number
kick.
Oh, he went over his own 2 feet.
Tripped on his
Who is that?
Number 9. D'Angelo Ruffin.
Yeah, he tried to run it all the way across the field.
Tripped on his own shoes.
Yeah, the old turf monster got him a little bit.
The turf monster. I ain't heard that word in forever since Kevin Stump uses that. Peter, ball.
Yep.
Turf monster.
Here the
bread
Comets.
basket. What do we call it? Bread basket. Yeah. Kevin Stump. Got to get him in the booth again sometime.
Yeah, here goes. Looks like Carson Jones and Aiden Smalls both on the field again.
Oh, I got to wonder what they're brewing here. What do you think?
I believe they're trying to get Aiden Smalls a few looks at wide receiver.
Because he is committed to NC State, and he's not going to be as a quarterback, right? I think he is going for athlete wide receiver.
Here's the
sweeps it up there,
jet sweep to Aiden Smalls. He breaks the
Right
tackle, and he's down the left sideline.
He lost his own footing.
The turf monster got him on the cut.
He knows it. He freaking knows it.
I don't know that he hit. I couldn't tell that his knee hit the ground, but
I don't think his
knee did.
His
his
hit
hand.
the ground. I think he just lost his balance. He lost.
Yeah, I
his
think
balance.
his hand hit the ground.
But it's
With the ball.
But it's a first and 10 on the 31-yard line. It started on the 27 of Clayton. Now they're at the 31 of Southern Nash. And it is another Atwell Exterior Services first down. By the way, thank you to Hometown Realty, Clayton Chiropractic, Vincent's Pub and Eatery, Allstate, W Energy, Eastern Technical Design, Clayton Peanut Company, Clayton Comets Athletic Boosters, and more. First and 10 on the 31, up the middle.
This is 43. He's
for the Comets, yes, sir. This is Kalen Rogers.
And he's a freshman.
Kalen Rogers running it.
And here goes Noah Smith back in the game.
By the way, other sponsors including Wake County Speedway, U.S. Sports Uniform, Fast Track Design and Graphics, Gen 3 Performance Imaging, Clayton 17 Club, Scooters Coffee, Total Refrigeration, Heat and AC Services, Total River Environmental, Blue Line Soft Wash, the North Carolina High School Athletic Association, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
Yeah, you did that without another breath. I love it. Wesley.
Trying to get them all knocked out. I want to make my people happy. They're going to be like, you didn't mention me. Why?
Yep.
Second and 8 on the 29. Hey, you know the guy that does like the car commercials? Hey, you know the guy that does the car commercials that talks 100 miles an hour? You know that?
Yep, here's the pass out the Hobbs.
Yeah. When they're telling you how you're really going to get screwed out of buying the car from them, but they don't want to unveil it, but they have to.
Yeah. That was looks like a gain of about 7. Looks like we got 3rd and 2.
That's when you need to dub the audio, right?
That is when you need to hear how slow they are.
Because they talk 100 miles an hour because that's how they, that's how they
injured player on the field for Southern Nash.
Oh, boy. Southern Nash player down. We'll take a break.
Fractions of a second can be the difference between victory and defeat at the finish line. America's favorite bull ring is back in action for a summer of Friday night NASCAR Regional Series racing. Tickets are just $15 and available online in advance at WCSpeedway.com or at the gate starting at 6 on race nights. Wake County Speedway, 10 minutes south of downtown Raleigh. WCSpeedway.com.
Atwell Exterior Services, the time is now. With mortgage interest rates up, so many smart homeowners are renovating rather than moving right now, and those who hire Atwell Exterior Services in Greenville are thrilled that they did. For residential roof replacement, roof repairs, roof inspections, and more, done right by a local family business with awesome customer reviews, please visit AtwellEXTServices.com or call to set up a free inspection. Atwell Exterior Services, honesty, integrity, experience. The time is now.
Comets back in the field. Smalls ready for the snap.
We got
looks like the Comets.
What are they doing? Just running the clock down?
Yeah, Comets are going to. They're not going to run a play until he sticks his hand to the back judge.
Will we ever get the double zeros fixed on the play clock? Will that ever? I mean, isn't it something with an antenna or something like a signal deal?
I don't know, but here's the snap.
High
Handoff,
snap.
Noah Smith
up the middle.
Up the middle. He breaks the first tackle.
Going. He's going, baby. Noah Smith, touchdown, Comets. Noah Smith, look out, buddy. There's a soccer net you're about to run into.
Yeah. he broke one tackle, and then he was going to score. Again, you got a tired defense. I'll be honest. I think both defenses are tired.
I think they are.
I think both defenses are tired.
This puts them back up by, what, 20 points again? And
this will be 27 if he makes the extra
26 points now, 27-point lead again if it happens. Yeah.
We got a new holder for the extra point. That is 81, Braden Probst.
Hey, Braden Probst in the game.
Instead of Aiden Smalls.
I know the Probst family's got to be excited. Braden Probst. Probst was a great player in the wide receiver position in JV football, if you remember last year.
And officials making number 5 go off the field for Southern Nash.
That is number 5 of Josiah Van Dunk.
Looks like we had a equipment issue or something.
And I just hit my funny bone on the...
Not funny, is it?
No, hell no, it hurt. Sorry.
Here's
through the uprights, and it's good.
Yep, it's good.
Cam, I just hit my funny bone. Back down to you for an Eastern Technical Design score and recap. Clayton now up 41-14. Oh.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, Noah Smith, his last 2 touches, 19-yard touchdown run, 23-yard touchdown run. They just need to keep feeding him.
That's right. You got to
Don't stop.
Yep. So keep the flight we
The C-Man has got him pumped up. Take a listen. Oh, baby, the C-Man hyping him up here tonight. And Kim, the C-Man was hyping up the JV Comets in their 32-16 win on Wednesday night at Southern Nash, too. Got them all pumped up and excited.
I'm sorry, I was talking to Mr. Carl Lloyd.
I was just thank you, Dr. Carl Lloyd, by the way, Clayton Chiropractic. No, I was just saying, Kim, that the C-Man was at Southern Nash.
Oh, yeah. Well, at least they were, either he was there or they were carrying on with him in spirit, but I believe he was there. And we could hear it all the way across the field in the booth.
We could. Oh, and by the way, I made darn sure I brought my binoculars. They'll stay in my bag
there
from now on, I promise.
Here's Lunger's kick.
41-14, by the way.
Fielded at the 2 or 3 yard line. By number 23 for the Firebirds.
That was number 23 running, Bryant. That's DJ Baker. Yeah, Baker running it. He's a junior running back. Well, we were kind of wondering what the wing tee would provide. There were some moments there where it definitely gave us some shock and awe on Clayton. But this second half, Clayton is a renewed vigor, different team, pep in their step.
Yeah,
they are kicking butt,
up
taking names in C-Town right here now.
They gave up that last drive for a touchdown. And
well, you even said it yourself. You think defensively they're tired.
Yeah, both defenses to me are tired.
1st and 10 on the 22.
And I'll say, I don't know if you saw it that play.
Yeah.
They tried to run at Keyshawn Johnson. I said that last week. Keyshawn Stansel's side. He didn't make the tackle, but he took up so many blockers that the Comets got to the running back in the backfield. They tried to run at him.
27 hobbling.
Yet that allowed Caden Blackwell to get into the backfield and make the tackle, but he is coming off hobbling a little bit.
Defensive line junior, 5'11", 240. And the band is playing on. The Comets band is pumped up. We love hearing the band.
Let's see which way. I bet they don't run this way this
in the background. Comet style.
Yep, they run away from him that time, Kim. They're kind of having to look where he's lined up, and they're running opposite every time.
And we're 4.5 minutes remaining in regulation. We'll pause quickly for station identification for the final time tonight. This is Comets football and Friday Night Lights on CRN.
This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN. 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
So glad that you are joining us wherever you are. Wesley Outlet, Blake Robertson, Jackie Posey.
He's back to pass.
Our amazing
Oh, the middle.
intercepted, baby, intercepted. Number 44 for the Comets defense. That's Mason Buckland.
Mason Buckland with
the
a nice
linebacker
play.
with the take. Is the turnover chain available? Is the
I don't know
turnover
if they
chain
still
available?
do that.
I
But
saw it
nice
last
play.
week. I saw it last week.
Nice play, and Mason is pumped up on the sidelines, folks.
Get that
he
boy
is
the
excited.
turnover chain. Look at
He's
it.
excited. I love it.
Woo!
Yep, they went and got the turnover
They got
chain
it. They
for
got
him.
it.
And that gives the Comets the ball in the red zone. The ball is in the red zone
Yes,
at the
it is.
20-yard line.
It's 1st and 10 of the W Energy red zone.
W Energy red zone.
I give you a script.
I can't see it over there. Here goes Carson Jones in at quarterback.
Hey, at least it ain't the damn stock car racing
Yeah, that's
team
right.
game red zone. Remember that?
Kalen Jones. Here goes River Fiore. He's off the field now.
It's a 1st and 10.
Comets don't have
presented
enough
by
players on the field. Now they have
Exterior
11.
Services. River Fiore finally on the field to make 11. They are in the W Energy red zone, and Clayton trying to end this one here.
Oh, yeah, this
3:47,
one's
then they go
over.
up the middle.
Up, and Rogers
43's
cuts it up the
running.
middle.
Rogers, go,
He's
baby,
still
go.
running.
That was Kalen Rogers, the running back freshman. Kalen Rogers from the
gains about
handoff by
11
the senior
yards.
Carson Jones.
He gained about 11 yards on that play.
It's a 1st and goal from the 9.
Yep. Here we go.
This would be the dagger in the
Oh,
heart.
this game's over.
Right here. I mean, I got a feeling it's already done, but this will pretty much put the nail in the coffin, if you will. If you're on life support now for Southern Nash, this is the end game right here.
Yeah, the more
41-14.
Yeah. The team with the best depth, the better skill players won this game, better quarterback. All around, just better team.
There was
now,
some struggles for Clayton, though. It wasn't a perfect game by the Comets.
No, the scheme for Southern Nash works, and it works because it keeps the ball away from.
But you know what, though? Randy Capps and Justin Roy with the JoCo Sports Podcast, I want to give them a shout-out because they're doing podcasts now. But they point-blank said if there's one team that could expose the wing T offense, it could be Clayton.
Well,
it might take a little time, but they're going to figure it out. And obviously you see the scoreboard.
Yeah, scoreboard, yeah. I don't know if we actually figured it out. Here's a run by Rogers again, out to the right side. No, he steps out of bounds.
Well, stop the wing T, I guess is the word.
The official said wind the clock. He said he stopped the first.
By the way, if they score this touchdown, a running clock, right?
He said wind the clock.
If they score this touchdown, it's a running clock.
No, yeah.
If they score this next touchdown, it's a running clock.
They got to get up.
They got to go for 2 to have a running clock. Okay.
So this will be 2nd and goal from the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6. And the Comets do have the starting offensive line still on the field, but you got Carson Jones at quarterback and Kalen Rogers. You got some 2 wide receivers, some backups. But here's the snap to Jones. Hand off to Rogers off the left side, and he's in for another touchdown.
He certainly is. That's the 2nd time, by the way, Carson Jones to Rogers, and it worked to the end zone.
Yep.
This freshman, Kalen Rogers, Kim Winslow, down to you. He's going to be somebody to watch as a freshman runner back on the varsity level. 5'11", 190, and we got him for 4 years.
Yep. Yeah, and we didn't see him now.
And the Comets are going to go for 2. They're leaving the offense on the field.
They are going to go
They
for 2.
they want to end this thing. They want to put this thing away, get the running clock the last 2 minutes. They've got the offense on the field. Again, Carson Jones, quarterback. You got Rogers in a pistol formation behind him.
Here we go. Trying to make it a running clock, by the way. Rogers going to, from Jones and flags.
You got flags there. Procedure on the Comets. Or false start.
False start on the Comets. Will back
Looks
him up.
like
And we got a
somebody
Southern
from
Nash
Nash
player down again. A Southern Nash player down. So we have another injury timeout.
That's number 6.
Eastern Technical Design Incorporated provides design and drafting services for commercial, industrial, and residential construction. Services include architectural renderings, preliminary plan design, as well as final construction drawings. These drawings include all the necessary structural building, plumbing, and mechanical electrical plans as required to produce and deliver a finished building and/or structure. This company is proudly owned by LFRL's Tracy Brown.
And a big thanks to Eastern Technical Design, and they are going to go now for 2. Jones
rolls out to the right, and he can't. River Fiore with a 2-point conversion, and that puts the score at 49-14.
So a
with
running
2:21 to go in the game.
A running clock is in effect here.
And the officials, after the kickoff, it will start. He's just told Coach Chadwick.
The coach is telling him it's a running clock.
After the kickoff.
So what is that now, 52? 49 to 14.
But the clock will not stop unless there's a timeout or an injury after the kickoff.
That's right. And pretty much this one's done. And Kim Winslow, how special is this? Coach Chadwick, the excitement of the team, rallying everybody together, all the coaches, assistants, and his 200th career win. What is the demeanor of Coach Scott Chadwick right now? It just looks like it's a regular night in the office.
It's a whole lot better than it was in the first half. I thought if Comets, didn't look so good in the first half, if they were going to pull this out, it really wasn't going to be a lot of a celebration of the 200 like it should be.
Right.
Now that has turned. They scored 7 touchdowns in game number 1. They've now scored 7 touchdowns in game number 2. And I think we'll have a little bit more of a celebration tonight.
Clayton,
I just saw Coach Chadwick come over here.
Half.
Yeah, he came over and shook Mason Buckland's hand. Mason's just sitting on the bench taking it easy. Shook his hand. A lot of people are congratulating Coach Chadwick. I just saw Dave Mascarelli, one of the assistant principals, shaking his hand, congratulating him on that 200th win. 200 wins, that's a lot of football. Here's the kickoff. Bounces, picked up at the 7.
Yeah, but from the 7. Running with it, going with it.
And
drops.
Tackled by number 20, it looks like 25 for the Comets.
25 and 88.
Yep.
25 and 88.
25 is Aiden DePasture.
And 88, KJ Johnson.
Yep.
And the running clock is in effect.
So we'll be out of here in about 3 minutes total.
2 minutes gone.
Mark says 2. Unless there's a timeout.
3 minutes in your life, something like that, right?
Unless there's a timeout or an injury.
Hey, Kim, did Southern Nash run the wing tee back in the day when you were in school? I heard you're an alumni of Southern Nash. They've always run it. So that shows you right there. You won't teach a dog new tricks. That's exactly what they run.
I thought you asked me that question.
No, Kim, I was talking about Amy.
Yeah.
You're the one that told me that they went to Southern. She graduated from Southern Nash.
Yep.
We go to West Johnston in a couple of weeks, and that's where Jackie's from, alumni of West Johnston.
That was a run by Jordan Jones, number 7. A host of Comets drive him down after about a 2-yard gain.
And this one's about ready to go to the end here.
Now, a little bit of trivia because back in the day, I'm not a huge fan. Julius Peppers that played at Southern Nash.
He did.
He actually played some running back at Georgia at Southern Nash. He actually was a running back at times.
And do you remember the last time that we did a game for West Johnston and Clayton? Do you remember
Bam
that?
Knight just he made the Cardinals. Yeah, he made the Arizona Cardinals.
Do you remember the last time we done a West Johnston game? Actually, Varsity played on a Thursday night. We come back here on a Friday morning. If you remember, back in the spring, we sweat our tails off in the booth. It was a 10 o'clock kickoff time, and it was the final JV game
I remember
of the
that.
season. And then they went to the playoffs, so that was West Johnston and Clayton. That's a renewed rival coming back here in a few weeks. They go to Hoggard Vikings in Wilmington.
Yeah, and that'll
Get your plane tickets ready, Robbie Worrell. He's going to land on the tarmac and go right to the broadcast booth.
You're talking about a challenge.
20 seconds remain. The number 200 is a very popular number. I announce a lot of races.
We're not going to have another play.
Richard Petty has 200 career wins.
Yeah.
I think of my NASCAR coverage of Kyle Busch having 200 career wins. And for Coach Scott Chadwick,
we've got the Gatorade coming. And here goes the Gatorade.
200 career coaching wins. Coach Scott Chadwick, go Comets! 49-14 your final at Nixon Fowler Stadium.
And all the players gathering around him as they walk to go shake hands at midfield. And, what a second half for the Comets. 35-7, outscored them in the second half.
Unbelievable.
It
was 14-7 at halftime.
Yeah. It was a ball game, and then it was not a ball game. So,
it was 14-7 at halftime. and the 200th career coaching win. How fitting, how special. 200 career coaching wins in his 25th silver anniversary coaching season. Fourth at Clayton. He's won 292, Kim. Down to you.
I'm going to try and find Coach Chadwick.
And Ryan, down to you. We're trying to get the coach, but I think
he likes to make sure all the players get through the line.
Yes, but you know what, though? There's mad respect by both teams. I mean, I'm not seeing anybody trash-talking or mouthing one another, Blake. They're respecting one another, and they're enjoying the moment. Back down to you, Kim.
Get ready. Coach Chadwick. Coach Chadwick. For a while tonight, I wasn't sure if I wanted to talk to you after the game. What did you say to them at halftime?
Oh, we had a nice discussion at halftime. Unfortunately, I was mic'd up, so we'll probably have to cut some of that out. But yeah, I'm really proud of how the guys responded here in the second half. I thought really we played a really good second half, and we responded. So I was really proud of how we responded in the second half.
Last week, 7 touchdowns. The ball was spread all over the place. Different people scoring tonight. It was really the Aiden Small and Noah Smith show. What do you have to say about those two on offense?
Well, I thought Noah had a really good week of practice. I thought he ran great tonight, but our offensive line did a great job. Those guys up front did a great job.
To your left, Jackie. To your left.
And now, this is win number 200. What is that? It looks like it means something to you right now, Coach.
I mean, I think it says I've been fortunate to do this for a long time and have the opportunity to win some games. So I'm glad I got to do it here because these people have been really good to me.
Well, we're happy for you. We love you, Coach Chadwick. Congratulations. It also might mean you're old.
Well, he always says that jokingly. Me and him always say that. 30-year broadcaster, 25 years coaching, but obviously a much better demeanor from Coach Scott Chadwick than at halftime.
Much better mood.
For sure. Kim had bullseyes avoiding him at all costs whenever all that was going on earlier.
Oh, yeah, much better mood. The Comets, they did what they needed to do in the second half. First half, the defense a little sluggish. For the second half, the Comets, the offense took over. We got that stop on the first drive, and then just started scoring points. And you get a team running the wing T that wants to eat the clock. They really, they have a tough time coming back. Not to say they can't. They have a tough time coming back when you get down that big. Now, the Comets, both defenses to me looked like they were gassed towards the end.
Yeah.
The Comets
I
just have a little more
depth. I think they were tired, and
definitely
so was the other
Southern
one. There was more numbers on the sideline for the Comets program, defense and offense as well.
If I had to say anything, I think the Comets defense, they didn't play bad, but they've got a lot of work to go before you you got Hoggard next week, and then you got West Johnson, then you start with Fuquay in conference, and conference you want to win all your games. You don't want to ever lose. But your conference games are what matters. And that defense has got to get shored up before the conference starts.
Hoggard next week in Wilmington, West Johnston at Benson in 2 weeks, final game of the non-conference season. And then they come back here at home on September the 19th, and that is the Greater Neuse River 7A classification conference play against the Fuquay-Varina Bengals. Just some of the upcoming games, and obviously we'll have it on the Community Radio Network, home or away, the voice of the Comets. Ryan Tomford, down to you. What is the morale like? And obviously, I saw you over there amongst Southern Nash. What are they saying? What is that conversation of obviously a tough loss, 49-14 on the road here to a team of Clayton, and now they're going to go 1-1. They're batting 500 of the season. Clayton's now 2-0.
Yeah, well, the mood down here for Southern Nash is definitely disappointed. The coach was talking about how in the first half, their offense was, keeping up with Clayton, and as well as the defense, they kept the game close, and their offense and defense's schemes and whatnot were working for them, and just the tiredness got to them in the second half, and the coaches, down here stressing that the fact that they've got to work on strength and get better throughout the season on strength so that they can last the whole game.
Great point there, Ryan. They get tired. They got tired. I mean, that happens.
Robbie, Mark coming up around the corner post game. By the way, post game is the Clayton Comets Athletic Boosters post game wrap up. We'll get the thoughts from Mark Coates and Robbie Worrell before we get out of here. But Blake, obviously, what were you going to add there for that?
I was just looking down here. I saw our athletic director, Coach Asmussen. I believe he's going to make a ball presentation to Coach Chadwick for his 200th win.
So Robbie will probably be doing some other PA duties right there. Yeah, matter of fact, let's go to public address.
I see it right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I want to be sure that you all recognize, and down in the corral of players that we have, there's going to be a special presentation for Coach Scott Chadwick on his 200th career high school coaching victory. So once again, congratulations, Coach Chadwick. We got 28 wins here in the 3 years. This is his third year here. 28 wins here at Clayton, and that's going to continue to grow as we go through. So thank you once again, Coach Chadwick, for what you do.
Yeah, by the way, 4th season. I thought it was 3rd as well. It's his 4th year here at Clayton as well. But Blake, man, always phenomenal job, my friend. Your final take of the game. Mark and Robbie coming up around the horn after a break to recap, obviously, the post-game wrap-up presented by Clayton Comets Athletics Boosters. But obviously, again, what a win. Yeah. Enjoy your weekend.
Oh, yeah. The Comets offense did it again tonight. And they did it last week. They did it again tonight. I like Coach Chadwick's. I was an old offensive lineman. I'm not big now, but back was. I love the pumping up the offensive line because that's what the Comets just ran the football. Last week we aired it out.
Yeah.
We scored every which way, but we aired it out. Tonight we ran the football and we wore them down. We ran it when we wanted to, where we wanted to, and you put points on the board. Against this wing tee, it's going to be tough to come back.
Very different team than what we saw in the second half as well. So
if you have things to work on your defense, the defense has got to shore up. Especially teams are going to watch film. They're going to see this film, and they're going to scheme around it. And you don't see them running at Keyshawn very much.
They're
probably
up.
not. But here we go. Yeah, I see that the players are all in the end zone. I'm going to hand it off to Robbie Worrell, and I'm going to get out of here.
And Kim, you give your final take as well. Jackie will give hers. I know she's got to get up early for work in the morning. She wants to see what Auburn does at the end, and we got post-game coming up around the corner. Thank you, Blake. Back down to you, Kim.
Yeah, I was listening in on the huddle a little bit. Coach Chadwick was addressing the team, just talking about how proud he was on how they responded. He said he doesn't want to have a first half like they had. He was proud of them for how they responded. He said they were accountable for each other. He stressed, we have a big one next week. This is going to be kind of the state game of the week, and they need to, get recovered over the weekend and be ready to practice on Monday. And then the players, gave him a standing ovation. There, you can tell how proud of them or proud of him they are. And then Miss Hubbard was doing a presentation as well. So big celebration for the Comets tonight.
200th career coaching win. Listen, we heard from Ryan Tomford. We heard from Kim Winslow, our amazing crew. It's presented by Allstate, reminding you you're in good hands, Comet Country, with Allstate. Go to an Allstate agent near you for work and services. Jackie Posey, great job on the camera. Great job on color commentary as well down there. I didn't really bother you that much because I know you're an Auburn fan, and they're Auburn and Baylor going at it in Texas. What's the score right now? Can you give us a final score?
17-10.
Auburn?
Yes.
So you're happy?
I am.
You're happy.
I've got a nasty headache. I've been up since like 5 this morning. So
we'll get out of here. Your final take of the game, seeing the Comets go now 2-0, getting ready for Hoggard in Wilmington next week.
I thought about backing out today, but I'm glad I didn't because that was one hell of a game. Offense and defense for Clayton showed up tonight and showed out. Did exactly what they needed to do. I will agree with Blake. I do believe that both teams were tired, but I think Southern Nash was more drained than Clayton was because defense was still able to stay on the field and do what they needed to do. They allowed 1 touchdown in the 4th. That's all they allowed.
I feel like we saw a lot of Wilson Prep in the recap. By the way, thank you and welcome to the Clayton Comets Athletic Boosters post-game wrap-up. Mark, if you want to chime in there. I hear the rattling. There you go. Wrong one.
There we go. There we
when
go.
it's live, it's live. Robbie, take of this game. Totally different game, guys. 14-7 at the half. Morale was down. Coach Chadwick was livid. Whatever he said to that team in that locker room, they come back out with a renewed vigor. It showed, and they get a big, big win here. Go 2-0.
Yeah, exactly. When you look at the Taylor, it's like the Tale of Two Halves. Charles Dickens said, "Tale of Two Cities." This is the Tale of Two Halves. I think when Coach Chadwick went into the locker room, I think, quite honestly, he lit it into them pretty well, and the kids finally said, "You know what? We are not playing to our potential. We're making too many mistakes. We're not doing what we're supposed to do. We're not where we're supposed to be when we're supposed to be there." So we've got to make those adjustments. I love the adjustments that were made at halftime. I saw much more gap containment and more linebackers coming over the top, what we call scraping to the outside.
Yeah.
I did not see outside contain get broken until about 2/3 of the way through the third quarter, which in the first half had happened quite often. So good adjustments, identifying what needs to be done.
Mark, obviously you had to run the clock, but I know that you were very lively as always, as you do, and your take of the team from the first half to what we saw in the second half and a big win for the Comets.
Well, I love to see the way they came out prepared in the second half. They went in, they made adjustments, albeit ever how it was encouraged to happen. That doesn't matter. What matters is they came out, they made adjustments, they got the ball. You know, Southern Nash came out, did what I expected them to do, smashed Clayton in the mouth, controlled the football, and that's what they did. You know,
in the first half.
In the first half.
Yeah.
Second half, you know, the ball control, they weren't able to control the clock. We got the ball. We didn't have the turnovers or that we had in the first half. You know, with the interception and the there just before halftime where the punter's knee touched, we didn't do any of that. We cleaned it up. We came out here. We played our game. We scored the points. And we went down the field and we scored and we won this ball game.
Yeah, and I think it's big, you know, when you start talking about, again, we talked in the first half how Southern Nash controlled the football. Clayton was limited to 4 possessions in the first half. They scored on 2 of them, turned it over essentially on the other 2. In the second half, I believe they had 6 possessions and scored on 4 of those. So good efficiency there. Maybe scored on all 5 of the 6 in the second half. But what they did was they got stops defensively that they did not get in the first half.
Yes.
Okay. The Southern Nash, they took the football right out of the gate in the second half and went 3 and out. Clayton's got the football right back. That's a huge momentum swing coming out of the locker room to get a stop defensively when you had just given up a touchdown to end the first half.
You know, the way it ended, it was 14-7. So the way I look at it, Southern had the momentum. They get the ball, come back out. You know, if they scored tied up, it's 14-14, but that didn't happen. Clayton came out, they stood, they got the ball back, and they were able to go down and score. And then, you know, again, it happened again and again. So they were able to kind of play their game in the second half, which is more up and down the field versus that 4 corners offense that I call it.
Yeah. So my question, guys, now we set our sights to Hoggard next week. This is a team that, you know what, in years past they've gone to state. They beat the bejesus out of our nemesis Cleveland a couple of years ago. Obviously, I mean, it's a really good squad here. The Hoggard Vikings is where we go to in Wilmington next week.
Hoggard is a quality team. They're a quality opponent. And when Clayton goes to play them next week, they better buckle their chin strap, because it's going to be full court pressure up and down the field on both sides of the football.
As you fly into Wilmington, put your arm trays in their upright positions, right? Because it's going to be a barn burner next Friday.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm looking forward. That's why I'm making that trip. I'm flying into Wilmington. So you know, I'm looking forward to it. But Hoggard is a very good ball club. They're well disciplined. They're well coached. They maintain different integrity pieces from the gap control and everything else. So Clayton's got to go in there, clean up some of the little smaller nuances and the mistakes that we're making now. If they can do that, would be good.
By the way, Hoggard just survived over Jack Britt, your final coming in, 44-40.
Woo!
Okay,
so you want to talk about a battle and an offensive battle? I think we're going to see. It's going to be next week, I think.
Yep, you bet. And I think did Jack Britt lose last week? I don't
will check real quick.
But you know, it's
yes,
when you look at it.
No, this was their opening game.
Okay, so
they are 1-1. My apologies. They are 1-1. They won last week.
So they won last week. So again, today Hoggard's got 2 quality.
Yeah, they beat Southview, who we played in the playoffs last year here at Clayton, Southview Tigers.
Correct, Southview. So you're going in Hoggard. Evidently, they've got a pretty explosive offense. Again, now with that, is it going to be a barn burner or is it going to be smash mouth football? I think whoever, once again, establishes the line of scrimmage and controls that is going to win the football game. The team that makes the fewest mistakes, turns the ball over the least amount of time, will win that football game.
So, guys, the number 200, Mark, how special is it? I mean, I kind of said it looks like another day in the office for Coach Scott Chadwick until the team threw the Gatorade and the water on him. Then it really got special. But you play to the whistle blows, right? Like Jack Lingle always said.
You do. You play to the whistle blows, and you know,
celebrate after.
200 wins in 25 years, and 3 state championships, coaching at the college level, recruiting at the college level. Coming back to high school football, it's special. We're fortunate to have Coach Scott Chadwick here. He is planning to stay here for as long as we will have him, which as far as I'm concerned, is a very, very long time. So, the program he's got going here, the recruits that come here to look at our kids, that's all about relationships, and that man has them.
You got to have relationships. But I think, just on a personal side with Coach Chadwick, it takes a special man, a special human, man or woman, whoever it may be, to stay around this industry for so long at
with
this
all
level.
the darts that get thrown at you,
dude. All the stuff that's thrown at you every day. People are trying to knock you down. They're trying to beat you up. But Chadwick,
and he's already had adversity. He's had to fight. I remember this time last year, Labor Day was something to think about for sure.
Absolutely,
definitely.
So, great respect for Coach Chadwick. We were able to talk to him this week on the Tuesday night show.
Yes. Well, we didn't have the show because the transformer got knocked down.
What is it we always say? It's harder to stay on the top of the mountain
than it is to get there.
Than it is to get there.
It's harder to stay on the top
than it is to climb. Yep. And once you get there, it's a whole. Everybody's got. You got the target on your back. And it's time to get.
And what does Mark say? To be the man, you gotta
beat a man. You gotta beat the man. So
I pull the Ric Flair out all the time.
Is it woo?
It's like a Ric Flair.
As my daddy used to say, I may not be the best, but I'll do until somebody takes me down. So
dialing and profiling, as they used to say.
Well, a good show tonight. 2-0 for the Comets. Kim, if you're down there, if you want to give me your final thoughts, I think she's about ready to close out here. Kim, your final take of the game. Always phenomenal job as our All-State sideline reporter. Your final take of this game, and obviously the Comets will get ready to go on the road against Hoggard. I don't even think she's listening. She's just walking. She's walking down the walk.
Yeah, she's in timeout mode.
I was gonna say
she's clocked out, Wesley.
She's ready.
I was gonna say, Kim, give your final thoughts of the game, but I think she's already off the air. So everybody's giving their final thoughts.
It's time to go.
You guys, you're taking.
Exactly.
Amy, Mark, Robbie, everybody, we're going to Vincent's after party.
Absolutely.
Yep. All right.
Looking forward to next week, guys, at Hoggard again. This is behind us. Good 2-0 start. Let's go next week to Hoggard. See what we're made of. That's going to be the big thing. Not that we've had 2 easy games, but we're going to go to Hoggard and see what we're made of from an intestinal fortitude standpoint.
Right.
How tough are we actually mentally and physically at
Hoggard? It's that measuring stick we call it.
Yes, exactly.
Ready to measure them out for sure.
Let's see what we come up with. So
well, ladies and gentlemen, and that's going to wrap it up for our.
And I think you will not be there, right, Wesley?
The only way that I won't be there is if we get rained out at Wake County Speedway. Right. I've got 3 races left to go in the season. So it's the 5th, the 12th, and the 19th. And sometimes I actually pray for weather on Friday because races will get rained out quicker than football will.
Yep,
so.
Exactly. and once again, Wesley, it's not said enough. But
I'm sorry, Ryan Tomford. He's my producer, director guy at Wake County Speedway, so I'm kind of like, but no.
Thank you, Wesley, for what you do for CRN, for Clayton, for the community, for bringing all this to the fans that are out there. And, as we haven't said, but viewership is up. Listeners are up.
Yes.
I can tell you because I've been on the phone. Folks in Emerald Isle were listening to us tonight.
Well, last week, Texas.
Sandy Terry at the beach, they were listening to us tonight on the.
And I'll tell you, I don't know for sure. One last comment, but on my flight today, because I've been in D.C. and Atlanta all week, on my flight home this morning, I sat next to a lady. We talked. I told her what I was doing tonight. She said, "Can I listen to it?" And she's in D.C. So I said, "You absolutely can. Go to We Are CRN, see if it comes up."
WeAreCRN.com. Our numbers are phenomenal. I think we had close to 1,500 plus last week, and obviously we'll check and tally them all up. But thank you so much to everybody out there in Comic Country. And that has been the Clayton Comets Athletic Boosters post-game wrap-up. All the other sponsors, I mentioned them several other times. Obviously a fun night here, but it's all said and done. 49-14 Comets will enjoy the rest of the weekend. Coach Scott Chadwick's 200th win. If you're listening on the radio dial or in the area, come on out to Vincent's Pub and Eatery for the post-game wrap-up. And we will get ready to travel for the final 2 regular season non-conference games. That will be at Hoggard in Wilmington and West Johnston in Benson next 2 weeks. And of course, if you can't be there live, it'll be on the Community Radio Network. For our amazing crew, All-State Sideline reporters, Ryan Tomford for Southern Nash, Kim Winslow for the Comets, Jackie Posey on video and color, Mark Coach Robbie Worrell, obviously adding commentary along the way. For Blake Robertson, I'm Wesley Outland. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Comets are 2-0. We're heading to Vincent's for the after party. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Happy Labor Day.
Absolutely.
And as always,
long weekend, baby. Yeah.
Go Comets. Thanks for tuning in.
Go
Good night.
Comets.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
The following is an exclusive broadcast presentation of the Community Radio Network. We are CRN. More details at wearecrn.com. Like, follow, and share the Community Radio Network via social media, Facebook at CRN, Community Radio Network. Also check us out on X, Instagram, and TikTok at CRN Sports. As always, remember to listen to the games live on your radio dial at 87.9 FM and anywhere worldwide, always at wearecrn.com. This is CRN, the Community Radio Network. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.